Hey, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. It's 4:30 a.m. It's Wednesday. I'm at the gym right now. And I was tired yesterday. I was real tired. I do what's called routes, and I hand flyers out. For as long as I can remember, I always wanted to take the hardest route. I remember when I was 16, 17, I was in a juvenile facility, and they were trying me as an adult. And then I went to the sixth floor, seventh floor of Madison, and I sat there until I was 18. And at 12 o'clock at night, they opened up my cell, handcuffed me, and took me down to the adult level. I remember when I got to the reception center on 24th Street in Van Buren, which is where they classify you and disperse you out to what part of the state you'll be starting your time in. And they take you into a little room and they ask you a couple questions, and then they give you three options. They give you options of where you would like to be housed at. And the obvious choice is you want to be housed closest to your family so that it's convenient for them to come and see you. I answered that I wanted to be housed at the third option, which was a maximum security facility in Florence, Arizona. God is so good that even in the face of a hard decision, ultimately making the hardest decision is what straightens out your path in life. So I think that was probably the hardest decision I had to make leading up to this point. So I have what's called these routes, and it's where I hand out flyers. Now, obviously, I can go a lot of different routes of getting flyers to somebody, direct marketing. I could hire somebody. But I much rather build that endurance. I much rather build that capacity within myself and do it. So every single area that I needed to have flyered was due to be done yesterday, or is due to be done now. I do it twice a month. It was 300 flyers. That took some energy out of me. And I remember when my wife finally got home, she got home with our oldest, Malachi. And I speak about him a lot because Malachi's at a point in age where I was already going away to prison. I didn't come home until I was 26. It's hard to relate. Whatever he's going through, whatever problems, it's hard to relate. And I think it's normal that a part of me is envious subconsciously that I missed that time. And don't get me wrong, right now, I wouldn't give anything in my life if a magic genie came down and said, well, I take it back, because I would have loved to go play baseball. I would have loved to play Major League Baseball, and I would have been great at it. But that's funny. But I wouldn't reverse anything, because I know that my path in life is intended to be different than anybody else's. It's unique. Like my fingerprints, it's unique. It's catered and suited to fit me, to identify me, who I am. It's my story, it's my testimony. I won't give that back for nothing. That's the equivalent of my inheritance. I don't give that up. So I can't relate. Don't know what it feels like to be a normal 16-year-old, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And I see greatness in him. But I am such a hard ass. And instead of staying up and maybe talking and conversating, I use my handing out flyers and my busy day as an excuse to just go to bed early. I had already fed Silas and Sanaya and gave Silas a bath and cleaned up the house. So I had put in what I felt like was a full day, but my wife was just getting off. She went and picked up Malachi and they were home, but I did not spend time with them. And it was because selfish reasons. You see, once again, it goes to prove that no matter how much you grow, no matter how much you have, no matter how much you give, no matter how much you receive, it's always going to be something. And this one's hard. This one's hard for me. You know, I grew up in a house where my dad wasn't a very talkative individual. He wasn't very social. So there's components of my life that are very lost. And I have to rewrite the way I want things to be right now. But like I said, I've always grown up doing things the hardest way. Because I knew that if I did it the hard way, if I went the hardest route, everything from that point forward would be easy. I always was able to succeed because I never had anybody around to tell me I could not. I never had anybody around to tell me I couldn't do anything. There wasn't a whole lot of positive or negative reinforcement being kicked around at all, which in itself is a blessing. It's good to always take the hardest route. Because everything after that point, once you master hard, everything after that point is easy. But what I challenge is mastering the things of the heart. I went to sleep not because I was necessarily tired, and I was tired. I probably feel a little tired still, but I feel great. My body feels great. I was able to thank God for my comfortable bed. Thank God that my family's healthy. Thank God that I had a beautiful roof over my head. Thank God for a vehicle to drive. Thank God for taking away my debt. Thank God for paying off my house. Thank God for all these things, even though they may not have happened right now, but what's going to happen, I'm not going to complain. But mastering things of the heart, that's a different ball game. I wish everyone well. Everybody can get things like that together and not have any struggle or strife with inside their household. That's mastery. That's what it's all about. So I got some work ahead of me. Don't know how I'm going to do it. God talks to me about everything. So I'll just wait. Keep looking. Stay blessed. Take care. Peace.